What are your plans and how are you celebrating the Valentine's Day with your family, friends, and your love? Becca Solutions, in collaboration with Sammy Flex TV, has done it again. It is the Vows Day special in Dubai with Sammy Flex. Coming this night to 16th of February 2023. Minuyaba, with a lot of experience on the desert safari, Dubai Free, Atlantic's Water Park, Dubai City Tour, party in the club, and the yacht party. Now for you, yes, also the romantic dinner party. So package when you know, yeah, 13,000 Ghana cedis. So person new will be echa dime back one. Nasa one kwana person would die at 14,500 Ghana cedi. Pick your phone, call us and book us now on 0243 514 732 or +971 559 494 061. Habibi, have fun with love.
Stop, send. Hello people, now Tap Send is finally in New York. You thought we are not coming there. We are in your place. So what you have to do is to make sure you send money to Ghana. If you are in New York, families and friends in Ghana are waiting for you. Won't send it. All you have to do is to put in your information, sign up on the App Store or Google Play Store, and then you tap and send. New York, we are live and in charge, no excuse. So make sure now you use Tap Send to send all the money you want to send to the families in Ghana. You know what I mean? Tap Send. It's secure, it's fast, and it's convenient. Open day. Did I mention my name? My name is Carlo Boss. The only boss. Wait, what then?
Download Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Alright, so one of the many beautiful productions put out by Mr. Kobina Ansah is what you just watched on the screen. Now, Mami introduce one of the actors on any Juma I friend of Shadrach Lawson. Shadrach Lawson and also he'll be speaking from the actor's point of view. Now, Mr. Kobina Ansah, so Akasa from the Playwright or as the CEO of the production, or also Akasa from that point of view. Then, Roland Amate, I know he has been going for some of these productions. And also what questions be at now, and also the so. But maybe you are watching, you have been attending some of these shows. In fact, Nay Upe production now qua Oma Mr. Namiko Mania be the a theater production or content who Jim for. Very good theater production, like everybody is prim and proper. Yet not the your best day, yesterday, you be to the garden, or being good, or being no be any. Hey, I am for pound. It's so beautiful, it's so beautiful. Try not to be now on 0 standard kakra, so try to be there. Mr. Kobina Akwaba.
I mean, Aja.
Lost in Akwaba.
Yeah, Aja.
Playwright industry, no, see a question because Ghana, the urban entertainment, they'll be a kind of music. In fact, become where movies. Movie industry, how is it going so far?
Well, it's been great in the past few years because you see, and a lot of production houses about almost every weekend there's something happening at National Theatre. And that is very good news. And not only in Accra, even in the other cities. It means that it's getting better, and in the years ahead, it's going to be very great. Yeah.
Would you say attention the whole industry, including the media, playwright and theatre production, can it be equated to maybe the attention we are giving to music?
Oh, of course not. Because, for example, let's look at the attention that comes with Ghana Music Awards. You know, no other award scheme in Ghana gets that attention. That tells you that music is really has that priority in Ghana as compared to the other creative spaces. No, yeah. So I think that with time, as you're putting a lot of effort into theatre, and we are also going to get to that level. Would have that attention that the music space gets in this country.
What are the main factors why one would overlook the strength, the beauty of theatre production over music? And then factors more problems near there.
Well, I say comparing theatre to music, especially the industry in Ghana, I can say that there's a music industry in Ghana, but there's no theatre industry. because we don't have any official and as organized group. Like I said, there's a theater industry. We are together here. We are friends, and there's a bond between. But there's nothing like an industry. I'll say there's no industry in Ghana. So I think that may be the major challenge we are facing. That's why probably the music industry would have a lot more attention, or people may prioritize it over the theater industry. Yeah.
Me focus will be also so you know the people who are in it.
Yeah.
In fact, when him say Uncle White,
sure.
When him say Latif Abubakar count. When him say Ansah, when him say boys. Is that not your industry? When you say who say more industry, is that not your industry?
Well, we may call it an industry, but it's not systemized. Like it's you can say a idea because we are all independent producers. And to be a year need but at the end of the day, you know, there's the uniformity. The uniformity is one. There's no regulatory body. Like I say, on a regulatory space where I can say, oh yeah, we are. And I say yes, sir. Because there's nothing like that, it becomes difficult to control what who produces. Because, for example, say, me made the music I me play more. You can't come and tell me say, me play this year, and I'm saying me say because I'm an independent producer, and what would the unconformity on me? So yeah, we can say that collectively, you know, everyone in need here, but there's no industry at all.
I see. So I see a group of level-headed people doing this kind of productions. When is someone going to make that move? Say, oh, Yemra together, Wemra, let's form that industry we want.
I think that really is the next conversation we should be having as creatives in this space, because this really came up when COVID came.
Yes.
And the theaters were closed. That's when we got to know that if you don't have a front, if you don't have an organized body, an association, there are so many conversations you can't have, because it will be just you having that conversation. But some more group and some more association, it becomes better for you to front that agenda. So I think that truly this is a conversation we as playwrights and producers should be coming together to have, because without it, we can't do. Because for example, even in Ghana, there's only national theater that you can have your. Obeka said that is even the standard.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be so. And if there's a body, then we can front this agenda. Say we can't have just national theater. We should have a theater in every region or in every city. That is going to be
but we have something like that. National Center for Arts and Culture.
Oh, you can't say way baby with my standard theater production. Yeah, because we are killing ourselves, because most of these cultural centers are nothing to write home about. Truly, yeah, nothing to write home about.
I see. But are you guys friends? Everyone say if you are going to do your productions as Scribes Productions, which me inviting say Uncle Ebo, which me inviting Latif. Are you guys friends?
Oh yes, very much. And we all try to attend everyone's show. It doesn't only help in the bonding, it also helps in improving your skill.
Yeah.
Because so it's and that friendship helps. It's for every show, we are making sure say or bringing on board the other production houses, and so at this level, the like I said, there's a friendship. Probably we need to take to the next level where it's going to be an association. No, yeah.
Beyond the stage, how well are you guys maximizing your content? Because look at what we just watched. Beautiful. Maybe are just seconds of it. Full production. To see some of your works.
For your production house, what we do is to live stream. So after the show is done, we have times at your live stream for people to watch it. People who couldn't watch it to watch, and I said people who have watched it and so want to watch it again, they can still come back and watch it. For now, that is it. We don't want to put on a platform. We can share our screen recording. Now they are to be free to air. That's not what we want to. So we want to put it on platforms that will be paid for people to watch. Yeah. So for now, that is what we are doing to be able to maximize our content. Yeah.
But Are there maybe partnership with TV stations? And if I say more you have some TV stations that you have partnered with them, with new content, no materializing and answer for some particular days. Is there any partnership like that?
Yeah, there are, but sometimes
one you have or you are yet to broker one.
I think, say, for me personally, I'm speaking from a personal point of view.
I know.
If one of my conditions nearby with those partnerships are not favorable, because we'll share how much you put into the production, and then the TV station, for example, wants to come for it, and they're giving you peanuts, and you go like, nah, I put in too much into this, and the fact is, say, we'll be show TV, so the next time I'll run a number.
Definitely.
Yeah, we'll show TV. So what they be one on my show or theater house. So anytime I order BBC Emma TV station, you need to wait and see, say, is it worth whatever? Yeah, so next time I run, the will be on bar. Still, because I took some money from here, no, it's good enough for me. So it's the conditions that come with those partnerships.
I see. Now there is something you guys do when we production now. I now reasons now we meet maybe who be baby on so emma. You find say if we come for Once Upon a Radio show, whilst the production is ongoing, Mummo be a caution and I warn and say nobody should record what we are doing. And then social media world. And for the Sammy Flex or I record the action be a fair. Rolando I record action be a fair. Yeah, they talk about you because hi Charlie scribes for more near but you guys prevent people from recording such pieces. Now, what is the objective for that?
Who's the Kasanoka say we recorded part B? But we be to record it from start to end. No, they have to YouTube. How about that? Easy. So, for chance, they abuse the chances. Well, it's obi to me recording way from start to end, not because it means that. The revenue you're going to get from that content is done because the person is raking that money rather on their platform.
But you can also report them when you find out say Obia is
Yeah, you can, but can you even monitor every one of these? Can you really say Nipa we are recording and Nipa? You can't.
But do you put it on YouTube yourself?
No. No.
Okay, why? Why don't you put it? Because what I'm saying is, everyone say all day. Upload you on YouTuber, or be you see on YouTuber, then you will get a notification that someone has copyrighted your work.
Yeah.
In China, I found to her.
Me found to YouTube because I still have the intention of restaging it. So that's why anytime I can say we live stream, at a point we will live stream and then people will come and watch, and then that's how you take it off. Because you still want people to yearn for it. The minute it's on YouTube, people watch unless who's a YouTube no the way YouTube operates no, it needs to get to a certain threshold before I start making money out of it. So what if it doesn't get to that threshold? It means you're never going to make money out of that content. So you rather live stream and then have people pay to watch it, so that everyone watching it during that stream is paying to watch it, and then you take it off. The next time you do the same content, live stream again, people pay, watch, and then it keeps going like that. Instead of leaving it on YouTube or any of these platforms, and then and even that's not who live in a sana. You don't have control over the content anymore because anyone can take it and use it for whatever they want to use it for, and you may never get to know about it.
But you also mentioned something. Say sometimes you'd want to redo it again.
Yeah.
What does it mean? You guys repeat your plays, your stories?
I know it's true. You need to repeat your story because
on the stage.
Yes, because for example, Once Upon a Radio this weekend we National Theatre, and you'll be in a bit of there are so many people who can't come and see it. The next time I may it's like it's a Sunday that person is more likely to come and see it than someone who has already seen it. So the intention is always to restage it to make sure say everyone has seen it.
Now, so Nipa can never say it to YouTube, so go bit matter on YouTube.
Yes, a bit matter. But if I may explain earlier and say if it doesn't get to that threshold now, you are not making money out of that person.
To be able to monetize.
Yes, to monetize it.
But once that is almost that threshold.
Oh yes, 80 and don't think that just snippets best to hold. We put snippets, the half piece.
Because I find say the production will last for about an hour and more.
Yeah.
Or maybe less. If you have a channel and you have an hour and more content, now to me nipa 2000 po the story is able to hook them up from beginning to end. That threshold, I'm sure you get it in one production.
Yeah, but it doesn't come easy like that. So
I know.
It doesn't come easy like that.
Unless the content is not good. I know it's not easy. You know, I'm a YouTuber, so I know what I'm talking about. To get views on YouTube is one of the hardest tasks. But if the content is good, you get it.
Oh, yeah. Sammy, Pacho, say for something like a theater production, at least 2 hours, sometimes even more than that. For someone to really watch from start to end, will be quite on the start or the 2 weeks never share. Because they can't sit down and watch. I think during COVID, you live streaming one of your plays for free.
Okay.
And even you just to one so be still learning. And what's noticed say the one observation we made was that most of the streams happened just during the event, and even that people didn't watch from beginning to end. And after we left it there, the stream just dropped because so that's what I'm saying. Is that it's not easy to really get the large numbers watching from beginning to end, and that is where the monetization becomes difficult for all of us. Yeah, so sometimes you want to just shelve it, rather do it on stage for people to see it. If people are abroad and they still want to see this, they should live stream and watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So since Sky Production started, by how many productions the wise is here?
The Baba this weekend is our 8th.
It's
our
your
8th
production.
Because COVID period, no, there was a break. Yeah, so COVID 2020 there was no production at all. Yeah, and so that is what. And I'm into break. So yeah, averagely 8 productions.
The last time I spoke with Uncle Ebo, or catcher me say, production is very expensive.
Very. So for someone like me, I can't do more than 2 or 3 productions in a year because it's very expensive.
So averagely, in one production, you spend behind
over 100,000.
You don't mean it?
Yeah, sure. Once I make can't wait check of what they go like seriously.
No, wait. Once upon a radio about
yeah. Oh, over 100,000.
It's likely you have spent over 100,000.
And yes, it's likely we spent over 100,000. Yeah.
Over 100,000.
Oh yeah, for one production.
And
that is even just
wait. And now you're unyam fast because 100,000. I'm not sure you get it from national theatre.
So that is why a lot comes like we need a lot to be able to be doing this over and over again. Because, for example, if you don't have sponsors taking some of the bills, it's difficult to say, "Obeton tickets in Kwaba 100,000." It's very difficult.
What do you guys do? I have more private jet bar now. So we have 100,000. Where do you put the money?
Yeah, because it's first of all it's the love for what we do that keeps us going. Because if you are really looking at breaking everything that you're putting back, then you're never going. And that's why, for example, someone like me would have just a production in a year because you're also
every year you're able to do one production. Yeah, because 100,000.
And you see. It's also about quality. Make my production, it will cost me just 10,000, but it's about the quality. If you really want to do something which is of very high quality, they really need to invest a lot. Because, for example, we do musicals, and the music comes with live band. For example, your new show about
when you say musicals for maybe a lay person, how do you break it down? You do musicals.
So musical simply means telling the story with music. It means play the mono. So it's going to be
so there is dialogue.
Yes,
and there's
the music.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
For example, your new play, it is an original musical. Original musical, should I say, mature in room, I ain't told that. Specifically for the play. That means a lot of rehearsals will come in. Rehearsal with the band, rehearsal with the team, and that's a lot of money because every band rehearsal you pay for it, and then on the day of the event, so you're going to pay for it. For example, we don't spend less than 10,000 for just band. For just band, though.
How long do you guys rehearse?
We rehearse for 3 months. For like this leave, for example, we rehearse for 3 months.
Hey. A daily rehearsal?
Weekly, weekends. And people don't really know what goes into
3 months.
Yeah, people don't know what goes into these things because they come and see the final product, and they think, oh, these guys just rehearse like for a week or two, and they're just doing this. No. For 3 months, like consistently,
back.
And every rehearsal session is like about 6 hours. Yeah, so that tells you, say, like it's a lot of work.
You rehearse at National Theatre or where?
No, we rehearse on Legon campus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so, for example, even rehearsal space in Crown, if you are paying for it, you're using someone's space for that period.
Yeah.
So even the 100,000 American is because there are so many things that we don't
factor.
Yeah, we don't factor because people give us the opportunity to do them for free. For example, being here to talk about this, if you are paying for all these things that come, it's going to be more than 100,000 for just a day's production. So that tells you how much Uncle Ebo spends for the productions because he does 4 days.
Yeah.
That tells you how much he's spending for every production.
Wow.
A lot of money.
In Evan said, Once Upon a Radio, how many actors are you using in all?
13.
13.
Yeah. Let me tell you something too about actors. Who say the more the actors, the more you spend.
The more the actors?
Yes, the more you spend. Because, for example, if you're budgeting, say, 1,000 cedis each for every actor for production,
okay,
it means that if I have just 4 actors, I'm spending just 4,000. If I have 13 actors, I'm spending 13,000. That is what it means. So sometimes, even if when I'm writing a story, you want to cut down on cost by just reducing the actors.
Make sure the characters will not be too many.
Too many, because it's sometimes you can have them play double roles. So because you want to cut down on actors and you want to cut down on costs. And sometimes in cutting down the cost, it changes the story a bit.
Yeah. It takes away the beauty
of the story because you want to cut down costs. And that is how challenging it is to do some of these things. So people come there, see their final product, and they go like, "Oh, this is so beautiful." Everyone is happy going on, but they don't know what
investment
really goes into some of these things. And I think the conversations like these will open people's minds to appreciate some of these things.
So does your wife know what you are telling me now?
Oh yeah, she does. Very much.
And she's not telling you to stop.
I think she's been watching.
Mrs. Ansah, and you've not told him to stop. I'm sure one day she'll tell you to stop.
Yeah. But come on, she's very supportive. And she knows that, this is what I love to do. Yeah, she knows
the dream.
She knows. She's
not gonna kill.
She's very supportive of it.
Have you ever broken in even, and have you made profit from?
Oh yes.
Oh, you do?
Yes, sometimes.
Oh,
but I think most of the times it's going to be a loss because, you start, first of all, when you start production now, there are so many things you need to take care of, but you're not able to take care of them because you're waiting for ticket
sales. You want to see how tickets were sold, yeah.
So you're waiting for ticket sales to come in before you take care of some cost. So at the end of the day, by the time the production is done or is almost close, everything that is coming in for ticket sales, you're using them to take care of expenses around. And it's very challenging because sometimes it's so stressful to do some of these things but people sit out there, they think that, oh, come on, everything is so perfect, everything is, they're making thousands of cities out of this, but this is really the reality on the ground.
I see. So in your case as Sky Production, you are the writer, you are the director,
the composer of songs.
The composer of the songs. Wow. This man needs to be celebrated, and his likes, Uncle Ebo, Salif, what's the Latif, I always forget it. Latif Abubakar. So you guys are doing great, and Medin Komo Bidaba, and ne Angone de Marurano. As I'm because then I'm asking, why are these guys still doing it? And interesting, like he said, Sheka Mobo, but they are not even getting mainstream attention in our media space. We rather talk about Patapa, where we see one corner, today. Interesting story. Now, there's a new production coming up, Once Upon a Radio, and I'll come back to Mr. Ansah to ask, on my titles here, weird. Like almost every production, weird titles will be, like, what is he saying? And more. Because take me through some of the titles you've done for your 8 productions.
This family is not for sale.
This family is not for sale.
And I want to see God.
See, I want to see God.
And then my wife-in-law. And Tribeless. And Emergency Wedding. The Boy Called a Girl. And Once Upon a Radio.
So you see what I told you? They have some weird titles for their production. Why do you guys go for such titles? Weird titles.
Oftentimes,
like
you want to.
The Boy Called a Girl.
Yeah. Oftentimes, what per se, audience, you want them to think. You don't want to give your story away with your title. Into per se, or title now. On Ansah starting thinking about BB, but you are going to swerve them. Yeah, and that is the beauty of art. You try to, because your title is your first marketing point. Because if you have a bad title or if you have a title which is not catchy, of course you're not going to get the attention that you need.
Okay.
So in sometimes when the true story, we're not me for title until see. Because I'm so
hitting the right title you're looking for.
Exactly.
I see. And I understand why some journalists write humorous headlines. Almost taking inspiration from these people. The boy called the girl, emergency wedding. This family is not for sale and all that. I want to see you God. Like, how do you see you God? Are you okay? Now let me go on to Shadrach Lawson. And he has been acting on the stage, and the new one, Once Upon a Radio, he's also in there. And maybe, sir, Lawson said, you have been on the stage. Meaning, say why screen acting, movie, why not to be?
Yeah, that's what I do a lot.
Oh, that's what you do a lot. Meaning, they're not because Bakubino, sir, screen, you know. What me carry that tour now? Yeah, the camera number. So I'll be going there when I get there finally. But wait there. What in a stage? You so what Baba?
No cuts.
Yeah. What Baba? Which one is more challenging?
Okay, so I would say it's either ways. No, they are challenging in either ways because with the screen, no, you are supposed to memorize the script, even though you have the opportunity to be able to go for a second take. So we mistake beer. But with the stage, there's nothing. 3 months I rehearsal seeing that day you drew hot. That's a very few line now. You have messed up. You don't have the opportunity to go back to director show we film line. There's nothing like that. So comparatively, you realize with the screen acting now, you are at liberty to do all the wrongs. Director will go like, oh, I don't like this thing. No, let's take it again.
Let's take it again, yeah.
Oh, Wabre, fine. You are homing. Let's do it again. But with the stage, and that is why we have consecutive 3 months back-to-back rehearsals. So that the director makes sure that you are getting your lines, you are getting your actions, your emotions, everything right. And the beautiful thing about theater is that you get the platform, the opportunity to explore, to like bring the money in you, to bring the emotions and everything there. And you know, I would say theater is somewhat difficult.
So, with your experience over the years, what drew stage? Meaning, say, Biatoda. What drew stage? Lines with my messy lines with Biatoda.
There be, but it means to me that, and to me if you say,
oh really?
Yes, and to me to like if you've done it, and I say if you've been at the rehearsal for that period. And mean too because one hour you don't know the script. You don't know what I'm about to say. So we have some technicalities that actors and yes and I say yes. So you are one now nimni obeka and nipa na one acting. You have done the rehearsal for several times into only moves be into say you should be smart enough say oh I think we can make an amendment. Also, sometimes your demeanor tells us that I can't even finish lines. I should be kind of mean some. The way I will be Gina Hokra do on that you can go me who say one miss lines. So the beauty is that because the person, your partner, your counterpart knows exactly what you mean or you might want to say, and you are missing your line, the person can easily come and to your aid. To your aid, sort of. So the technique is that even though I've forgotten my line, but I won't give you a clue that I've forgotten my line. You roll. Okay. Because, and I make us say, with the theater, the little mistake you make, you are dragging the whole 3 months. And I don't know what this gentleman will do to you. I mean, what can he really do? You can't do anything. That period,
What say no? And it's for everything.
Like yes, we can't do a retake. We can't retake. What say no? Unless it be we charge on one second show or something like that.
Especially in the audio. But do you guys sometimes get intimidated or distracted by the audience sometimes? Because maybe time na mo rehearsals no. Do by do ye bibi obi anye action be reaction be but on the stage you be hey. Do you guys sometimes get distracted?
So I don't know. Remember my director, but one thing I'm meaning who is saying, obi oye theater bia oni stage fright ena oye outspoken and as oye extrovert kakra nti either so oye MC or ye way like so far in my circle that is what I know nti enipa man dey na normal I don't think Kobina at his maybe I what juice is here or befa obi akekese omeye because there are some people own him. It's not like they don't know. They know. But they get there, they see the no. What's it? Tension I better so at least on say want me if we one now I'm got 10. We free gradually. Because I remember way back in secondary school, I was doing theater, I was doing stage acting. I was writing scripts myself into a build courage no from there. Any of the baby screen, any of the abaha into stage frightening shada and something a be many for example me who say I won't be able to talk because some of us who ni panani usually
charged up even more.
Charged up. I mean,
do you think you've done your most challenging role yet in your profession or in your career? Do you think you've done your most challenging role? Say, hey, Charlie, so role really hard, but I'll kill it.
On theater or
in fact, okay, because we are talking theater, let's talk theater. Yeah.
I would say that this might I'm playing a very delicate character in there. Once upon a time, Once Upon a Radio play. I am playing a character called Today.
Okay.
My character name is Today.
Okay.
And the Today character
is from Today or
Today. That is my character name. I mean, the name should even tell you something.
Yeah.
It's mysterious. I say Oyare, I say Najumuye, I say Bodamaniti B sort of. It's something I haven't done before. And this is the first time. And when director asked that I pick up that role, I was like, yo. And he has a specific something he's looking out he's looking at in that particular character. So sometimes you give him this and something I want you to try this again, so I think
this
I would say that this will be the most challenging stage character I am picking up this time around, and I have to, you have to come and see.
I see. And oftentimes what I see is you guys, most of your plays are very comical. Beyond the subtle messages in there, they are often hidden in comedy. Now, almost to be or theater production, be a horse.
Okay. Unfortunately, I know Kobina has done the I Want to See You Go, This Family Is
Not for sale,
all of those things. But this particular one, it's not really comical. It's not really comical. This time around, we've taken the comic aspect out of the whole thing and we are talking directly to you. We are talking to you. We are talking about death. We are talking about life. We are talking about money. We are talking about fame. We are talking about wealth. We are talking about this time around the realities of life and the shock of life, and then how so one to turn your maybe and maybe flowers here. I mean, and I think that this is a message everybody, especially those of us in the media fraternity, this message is going directly, specifically. I told him that this your story is communicating directly to the art industry. So I think everybody should see this particular play, Once Upon a Radio.
The story of Shadrach Lawson, an actor, and he will be featured in the yet-to-be-staged play called Once Upon a Radio by Scribe Production. In fact, I have loved this man for some of the things he does. Almost every day, he sends out some motivational messages, and the message and the depth of what he has been sharing so deep. So anytime I know he has something like this to do, I just want to see how he does it. Now, he has a message in video. You go get that message in video. When I come back, I have some couple questions to ask. Then Roland will also come in. Then we will be done with this segment. I'll be going up north because I have some superstars from the northern region who will be joining me for us to do the second part of the show. But if you also have a question and you want to ask maybe Kobina Ansah or Mr. Lawson, Shadrach Lawson, you can also send them to our WhatsApp number on the screen. I'm going to ask them for you. Then we'll be at my point. I'll read it for you guys to answer later. We'll be at my point on Facebook. My friend Danielado. In fact, October, my name is I'll sure read some of them, the decent ones, obviously. I'll read some of them and we'll come back to it. But let's go get the message from Kobina Ansah, who is the CEO of Sky Production, Naeba. And maybe final set of questions before we wrap up.
How far are you willing to go to answer a riddle that could give you an extra life? My name is Kobina Ansah. I am a playwright. And this December, I especially invite you to come see our original musical, Once Upon a Riddle, happening at the National Theatre on Saturday, 10 December 2022. Time is 3 p.m. first show, 7 p.m. second show, at a cool rate of 80 Ghana cedis. Dial star 725 hash to buy our tickets. Choose option 1 for each step, and then dial 1052 3627 as your till number. In case for any reason you can't join us at National Theatre, you can visit www.skyproductions.com to buy your live stream tickets. This is an opportunity you can't afford to miss. See you there.
All right, so that was a beautiful message coming from Kobina Ansah, who is the CEO of Sky Productions, and everything has been captured for the next production, Once Upon a Riddle. Now, Mr. Ansah, first, National Theatre, I have omo incentives kakra, omo buamo, because meaning say that platform or that stage is there to support theatre production here in Ghana. Almost support him in any way.
Support in what way?
Okay, Ebia Obabe production, because of say building how to support that aspect of our art industry. Say you'll be bass or the Babe wedding now. You'd be money for 15,000. But all the Babe production but you are 8,000 here for more.
There's something like that.
They don't do that to you guys.
No, we have to prepare.
You're the baby out.
Yeah, they're saying, and these are things we should also be talking about. Because, for example, Babe production, as I pay one day, crab rehearsal on stage, I need to pay for the space as though I'm using it for any other production.
Reduction price beer.
No, and that is these things actually, and also it's a challenge.
I heard something. I heard say month of festivals, something festivals.
Yes.
I'm here in a particular month. I know they almost had a month reduced cost. And I nyampa.
Well, I've not been on that before, so it's meaning. So I don't know about that. No.
I see. Really?
Yeah.
Because if someone made production there, because that space more or less like a line, it means some special treatment.
Nah, there's nothing like that. And it's what made you say that place has a lot of challenges, a lot of issues that I can't talk about here. But
no, we have to talk about it. No, we have to, because if you don't talk about it, I don't know who will solve it. Well, I'll see alternatives in the Ghana National Theatre from Penny for the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. No, all these things. Yes, we have to talk about them.
There are a lot of issues there. There's serious.
One issue, I mean, some air conditioner and time yet. And no meaning. And Timo, we say, I must have high air conditioners,
extra
just to chill the people. I know the meaning, but I don't know what other ones.
Yeah, because ideally, Anchor for a theater, there's some basic things that Anchor never rent the space. I don't need to bring in, for example, light. But there's something like that. You need to bring in everything from light to sound, lapels, some basic things that every theater should have. They are missing, and I think that these are things that we should be looking at, talking about, or they should look at having in the future, because the industry is growing. We have productions there.
Do you ask and they tell you they don't have?
Oh yes.
You ask?
Oh yes.
Everyone's all polite.
Oh yes.
Almost you need it.
Dabi. And sometimes, on the day of a production, people have to do stuff for you, and it's a government space, so they do as though they are doing you a favor. So you want your production to go well, so you just keep news about them and just move on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting revelation here. Do you have a synopsis of what you are going to do on Once Upon a Time that you want to share?
Very.
Okay, let's
Who
hear.
say, oftentimes, maybe some of us say, what is the greatest blessing in your life? And you see that people talk about their cars, their houses, their certificates, and all these things. Forgetting to say, life is the beginning point of all these things. You know, so the main focus or the main theme of Once Upon a Time is life. Say, who be biana se uni nkwa, uni she.
Okay.
And so the greatest blessing in life are the little things that we take for granted. For example, so to me, Kasampo is a blessing.
I know.
So to me, Nancy, and you see, you don't see these things are blessing until the day I want to me Kasabium. And that's what the day I want to me Nancy Bium. Then you see, say, hey, really, then I'm Nancy in the car, and I mean, Nancy, I see me share car now, me your car, no, Debiano.
Now, Jose Unicano.
Now, I was already blessed having legs to even walk.
To walk, yeah.
And these are things that the play is talking about. It talks about a superstar. When you sika when you bibiawo we are seeing, and then he's diagnosed of terminal lung cancer.
Terminal lung cancer.
Lung cancer.
Okay.
Terminal means I can't just remember kakre now we. So he still said he has just 6 months to live. So having 6 months to live, then he meets another person who tells him, say, I know you have 6 months to live, but I can give you extra life if you can answer a riddle. Yeah. So that is the whole story. And he gets to know, say, Nipa way, you know, it is at this point now, after the Obabe who said there were so many things that he had taken for granted in life. Even the ability to walk. He was always thinking, say, walking is never a blessing. Until the day after the way cancer, after the ultimate anti want to wheelchair. And then he realized, say, I really miss walking because then I'm to me and take a family say, but now I can't do it anymore. I need someone to help me.
Okay.
So the place throwing light on a lot of things that we take for granted, which are little things. So we think, say, oh, are they with there? Say, and you know, most of the time, we live all our lives making the things we don't have take the joy because of the things that we take the joy out of the things that we even have.
Okay.
So we always want to have some things, and because we don't have them, we are not happy, and we even take the things that we have for granted. And that is what the play is talking about.
I see. What are the other details? When are we doing that? I know say okay on video name, but
no, so
wrap up might not roll and it's maybe some
the thing about Once Upon a Radio are yet different from all the plays we've done. Say mature and you baku 14 for the play.
Why album?
You see,
why a double album? Why album?
You see, and they're trying to explore another opportunity in theater. You know, say theater is it's one of the entertainment spaces that you make use of all the other skills or all other creativity like dancing, music, acting. It all comes together like that. So someone can be in the theater space and still be in music.
Okay.
And that is one opportunity we're exploring in this. Say, at the end of the day, you know, all these songs can even get into mainstream music. Yeah. So there are 14 songs that are going to be sung on the day. You know, on the day, in total, 17 songs.
Okay.
3 songs are known songs that people know.
Yeah. 14
songs they've never heard before. They're going to hear it for the first time on the stage.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's an original musical. 3 p.m., 7 p.m. And conforming to me, Ember Theatre, and they can live stream. Okay. They can watch from wherever.
Is that when Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday.
This Saturday.
This Saturday, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Our National Theatre.
3 p.m. and 7
p.m. So
and ticket is selling
80 cities.
80 cities.
Yes, 80 cities.
Okay.
So anyone who wants to get a ticket can come to the gates to come and buy.
Okay.
Yeah. And those who want to watch via live stream, you can go to our website www.scribeproductions.com and watch via live stream. And one thing, sorry, I say, we are bringing in students from Ekropon School of the Blind and Mampon School of the Deaf because we want to make our theater like very and disability friendly.
You are bringing students from
Ekropon, yeah,
School of the Blind,
yeah,
and Hivabium,
Mampon School of the Deaf,
Mampon School of the Deaf.
Near the deaf interpreters on Swaba.
And the Tama actors no,
gymnastic, no, be so interpreting.
Yeah.
It's what it's what made you say at the end of the play, no, we started doing this after COVID. At the end of the play, no, these people can even almost my church or playing grasses saying will be a no what you are sebe nini na sunya what playing, and that's the beauty of entertainment.
Wow,
that's the beauty of it.
I know one guy who says Akropon School of the Blind. Okay, Ro, question. But Mami Mr. Ansah question is to man. So Kretafo has a beautiful relationship with the National Theatre, I think official relationship. And he says the National Theatre has an offer of percentage sharing. You don't pay for the bookings, you share revenue. Some producers prefer paying so they can win all the benefits. With this offer, the producer takes a higher percentage. Did you know this?
Let me address him on that.
Okay.
It's called a partnership. You can do a partnership with National Theatre. And trust me, even that it's difficult to get. Even partnership, no.
It's difficult to get a partnership.
Exactly. And it's all short letter and then they will choose at the end of the day who they're going to do the partnership with. So eventually, oftentimes, it comes back to you. Say, if you don't want to go through all that process, just go ahead and book the place. Because at the end of the day, I'm speaking from a personal point of view. Most of the time, I've never gotten that partnership, even when I applied for it.
See, they don't mind you.
Yeah. So I don't know why I should go through all that process when I can just go ahead and book the place. Yeah.
I see. Ro, we are wrapping up. Come ask your questions. Okay, make it quick now.
Let me throw the first one to Lawson. Which one pays more, the theater stage or the screenplay?
I would say the screen pays, because I don't know we are. I mean 3 days a week. It's a series now, which is a film now, which are why try you see that. But with the stage play, you have to go for the rehearsal, show commitment. Ansani we show no, I better take her. Ansani you out.
Oh, so you are paid after?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
But then with Kobina, you have the opportunity to take some front money, be a lorry fare near the other to sort yourself out, and then later watch you balance. But with screening the end, screening is cow.
Okay, so I think this one will also go to Mr. Ansah. Yeah. I want us to talk about discovery of talent. One thing that I've noticed about theater production has to do with you guys, the way you guys discover talent in terms of actors. Because yes, unlike the screenplay, the normal movie we see, they mostly use known faces. But one thing about theater production has to do with there are new people that you guys introduce. Doesn't it affect more production in terms of marketing?
Well, there are pros and cons to it. Because like I said, for example, if we're also going to toe the line of screen, at times maybe you see known faces then we are never going to use some people. Because always be from the production, but not really people who can even play the role that you want to play. That is it. Of course, if you use known faces, you are going to sell your tickets and all that. But at the end of the day, are you discovering some other people? Yeah, so that is about.
And don't you guys sometimes get the pressure because of economic reasons, to use the known faces so that at least they can attract those people to the auditorium?
We do.
Okay.
We do.
I want us to touch again on the live streaming now. So it is about monetization of your production
of the content,
and you chose live streaming. But I would want to ask, say me for online tickets. Now me share production, now me screen record. What will you do?
Yeah, you see, so that is also another. Of course, to me and
stop.
That's to me as much as possible. No, we are trying to make sure some of these things don't happen. But one other caution we do take when doing live stream is it can be streamed on multiple with multiple devices.
Okay.
Yeah, so you make sure nipa bakwa or tono. One person to one device. That is how far we can go. Screen recording, nipa no better screen recording. Even though they may not get the quality, the picture quality that they want to get, but we can't stop these things.
We know the difficulties in theater production, unlike comedy.
Yeah.
Grow out. Now they have their patrons understanding what they do to the extent. Say recently, Fele National Theatre back to back. I want to know more patrons in terms of patronizing the productions now
make I say
compared to previously NCCR.
Oh yeah, for now, because one thing we do is to take the data of every patron of urban theater. So the next time you are not focusing on those people to promote the show to, because all those people are going to be called. It's already, you have at least when you say, oh, constantly they'll come to see the show by just calling them.
Okay.
So now you focus your attention on people who have never seen your show before. So definitely every time, every production, what I notice is that we are growing. Because every time there are going to be new people, and those new people will be added up to those we already have. And so every time, the patronage, is
you guys not having an industry, like you said. What has been the support from I'm talking about the government institutions like the GTA or the ministry? What has been their support so far? Because as I checked, more events is not even listed in the beyond the return or December and GH events, and I'm wondering why. Is it more na more approach you and I say more na more reach out to more and I say more na more?
I don't know who compiled that list actually, because when I saw that list, I went to Secret and I told him, we have this event happening in December as well, but then the list had already been published. I don't know how they got to publish it, so I can't tell, say, if we were supposed to have approached someone or they were supposed to have approached us.
But what's your relationship with them?
With who? The GTA?
The government institutions, as in the ministry or the GTA?
For my production, I'll say that there's really no there's no relationship between us and them. I can't say of any relationship.
So there has never been any form of support.
No.
In terms of maybe.
No.
How about challenges? Because some of the screenplays normally, they tell us about sometimes say almost person almost launch movie and I say almost premiere movie crana. They get some kind of attacks from them depending on almost storyline. Have you guys received something like that before?
Personally, no. From the government, no. I think the only production we did, a little bit of such attacks was The Boy Called a Girl, because it was on homosexuality.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how was the feedback?
Oh, it was on homosexuality.
Yeah, it was
promoting it.
No, so talking about it.
Okay.
Because people said, people like that who came to see said we were homophobic.
Okay.
Yeah, so there were similar attacks like that, but aside that, with governments, not really.
I will touch on this. My last one, fear my stand-up comedy merging with stage theater production. Because first, Lanka, we have the likes of Komodemo, Sound
Concert Party.
Yes, doing the opening before the main show. Yeah. I don't know why Sisia no free. Now you go and it is either they introduce music to you and not by opening before that one comes. I didn't know stand-up comedy, free the main theater production.
Well, it depends on how you want to tell your story.
Okay.
For example, main person may patron about theater, some of the show 3 o'clock. Now in the first 30 minutes, almost BBR is not related to what they came there to see. Next time, I don't think they would want to come, or they would even come early.
Okay.
So you want to give them why they were there. So immediately at 3 o'clock, I immediately know when the curtains are going up, they are there to see whatever they came there to see.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Ansah and Lawson. Let's okay. So the first one, and I answer why you give elderly roles to young guys like Lawson and Co to come mess it up.
Oh well, who's there? For example, if it's a musical and you need an elderly person to play that role, and they need to sing, and they can't sing.
Energetic, the energy.
Yeah, you need a certain so many things come together, because if it's a musical, sometimes you need an actor who can both act and sing. But one Rabenya Penibia so played Saru, but they can't sing. So what are you going to do? Are you going to change the story just because of them? You need to find someone who can play that role and metamorphose them into whatever person that they need to be. And I think that is even the beauty of art.
Okay.
To be able to change people into
what they are not.
Yeah, into what they are not. So making young people into elderly people is that's really not a problem.
Okay.
The problem is we getting the realism. We getting them to look exactly like what they are supposed to look like. Yeah.
So what it means is that stage productions or limitations for aged people.
Oh no, that's not what I'm saying. Anyone can be on stage.
Depending on the role.
Depending on the role and depending on what is dependent is
expected from
them. Yeah. So if they can't do it, then we need to find someone else, and then we change them into that to be able to do whatever they have to do.
Well, thank you so much, Kobina, Ansah, and Shadrach Lawson, for giving us another opportunity to learn. What I do is, Obibana, maybe some questions are an opportunity for you to learn as well.